Assalamu alaikum, everybody, and welcome to ABOUT.News. This is the AFCON special coming to you live from Casablanca, Morocco. My name is Wawoyome and...
Salam alaikum, my people. This is Salon Saki, and you already know we are out and about in this Casablanca. We are bringing you the AFCON details, guys. And join us, and let's have all the conversations. And join us on our channel, subscribe, like, share everything. Let's talk more about football. This is about GH.
So before we get into the news, the details, listen, a lot of things has happened in the last few days that the African Cup of Nations has started in Morocco. So in the next few hours, possibly 2 p.m. Ghana time, ABOUT.News will announce the winners of the 10 mobile routers we've been talking about over the last few weeks. The official announcement will come 26th December via our Telegram channel. So keep it locked and pay attention to our notifications. But if you are not able to win that, do not worry. First-time depositors on the 1xBet platform can get up to 300% bonus when they use our promo code ABOUTGH. What do you think about this promo?
Well, this promo, you guys just hop on, man. Like, this is something exciting for you. We are giving you 10 routers, guys. It's for free. Just come and join us our celebration, and we are going to give you everything we want. And these are the 10 routers. Hop on our Telegram channel and join the team. This is about.
So let's get right into the news, okay?
Yes.
It's about that opening ceremony and Morocco winning the very first game. I was very, very excited that Morocco gave us the first goal. It's out of maybe courtesy and all of that the nation that is hosting the rest of Africa, it gives us, or a player from that team gives us the first goal. So in that opening ceremony where over 60,000 people were in attendance, mostly Moroccans, we saw the Crown Prince, Prince Mole El Hassan, give us the first kick off the ball. We also saw Patrice Motsepe, the CAF president, and Gianni Infantino, who is the FIFA president, give us their messages. The CAF president says that Africa should make a statement with this African Cup of Nations.
Well, and I think Africa has made a statement, to be honest, with the first game, the buzz, the energy that's in the community. Everybody's excited to be here. Everybody's excited to see African football. The stadium is buzzing. The people are happy. The football is good. We saw what Morocco did for us in the first day. Brahim Diaz and El Kabi's bicycle kick, and that was a spectacle to show African football. To have such a fantastic goal on the first day, we all know that the party has just started.
Yeah. How do we talk about AFCON in December without talking about the weather here in Morocco? I am just surprised that I'm here wearing this because it's super cold outside. The match venues have recorded light or heavy rains. We saw that in Nigeria's game versus Tanzania in first. God, the rain soaked the seats, soaked the spectators in the stands.
Well, I think from speaking to the locals, this is normal. This is their rainy season, the cold season around this time in here, and we are used to it. We from West Africa are not be used to
with
it
the
because
wind and everything.
We came from a very hot time in West Africa, and we are here. It's cold, but then it's beautiful. We're still enjoying our moments here. You can see us excited. When we go outside, it's raining, but then we are still happy to go to the stadium and enjoy some football over there, and it's been fantastic. Everybody's excited to be here. What I'm seeing is that the fans are really ready. When I was at the airport, you can tell that people were still coming in. And when they come, they have their boombox and their speakers playing loud music.
Representing their country.
Yes, I saw Equatorial Guineans, I saw Burkina Faso. Everybody's excited. Africa is in Casablanca, and you should be here too, guys.
But for the second news, I want to say a special thank you to the people of Morocco for their hospitality and for welcoming all of us from Africa to their beautiful country that we have here in North Africa. So let's get into one of the games that gave us a little scare. Zambia versus Mali. We saw Patson Daka try an acrobatic after a goal, and he landed on his neck here. Come on.
And I think that's what we were talking about, is the weather. It was raining, and you know Patson Daka. Yeah, anytime he scores, he does his backflip, and he did this, and he slipped in a bit, twisted his neck, but then we all know he's safe, right? He's going to play the other games, so it's not too much of a big injury, but it looks scary when he celebrated, because after scoring the goal, he did a flip, he twisted his neck, and then he didn't get up to celebrate again, so we all thought something serious, but then he's fine. Patson Daka will therefore be playing in their next game, and generally, let's go into into the game, I think Zambia also their game against they needed Mali. It could be a good win for them, but then Mali also looked stronger and gave them quite a tough time. Players like Sinayoko of Mali were very instrumental in that game. Nene Douglas also did very, very well in that game. Malians generally are stronger than the Zambians, so we expected Mali to win. Zambia gave it a tough time. Patson Daka gets his equalizer. Patson Daka, we all know what he's done this time at Leicester, even with his national team back in his youth days.
Yeah, he has a record of 21 goals in 44 appearances for his country.
I mean, he's their star man, and he's their player. So
so we hope no injuries happening to Patson Daka.
They need him.
Yes, please. And we know we like to be very extravagant with our celebrations.
Yes.
Yeah, but please, let's take it easy. So then there's another game where we also saw a little something.
Well, Benin's game against DRC was a tough one. They won. DRC won 1-0 based on Theo Bongonda's early goal, and Benin had an issue, and then they decided to go to VAR, and even VAR wasn't working. That's quite unusual, and Benin's coach Grenosro wasn't happy at all about that situation, because how's VAR working for everybody, and they needed to check something, and VAR didn't work for them, and that's quite disappointing, because we all know what VAR is coming to our game to help us. So if some people can get advantage of what VAR is bringing to them, and Benin, unfortunately, when they needed VAR didn't answer them. Grenosro wasn't happy about it. What do you think about that situation?
Justify that he wasn't happy. I mean, all points matter, all points count in a tournament of this magnitude where the winner gets $10 million. And so it's quite unfortunate, but we also understand that these are machines, and machines, especially in this weather, could falter. And we're also understanding that it's just a one-time situation. The organizing committee has assured everybody that this is just a one-time situation, and other games had recorded VAR working great. And so hard luck to Benin. And they're also a beautiful side, a tough side. We saw what they did at the World Cup qualifiers. Just little they would have qualified for the World Cup. But let's see what they can do in their next game of the competition. There's also some really exciting news, juicy news that we have right now.
It's football, but it's coming from someone in the MMA, and Francis Ngannou, Cameroonian Francis Ngannou. He's an MMA icon, and he staked 230,000 euros back in his home country, Cameroon, to live the AFCON trip. Now, despite all the controversies that Cameroon has had, nobody will be this bold to make such a bet on Cameroon. But then he's being patriotic, and he's believing in his country, and he's bet 230,000 euros, Yvonne. Wow. Cameroon, if Cameroon should win this AFCON, Ngannou is going to be a richer man, because we all know what Ngannou is already. We saw some of his videos when he went to Saudi to visit Ronaldo and all that. He's a big man, literally himself. It's clearly close to loyalty and firm with his country, indomitable lines, admitting that a 21-1 odds simply
the
too
odds were
good
delicious,
to pass up. Now that orders, I mean, and he's put 230,000 pounds in that.
Speaking of odds, I think you can do some magic on the 1xBet platform.
Yes. I think he did it on 1xBet.
Right.
He stayed on 1xBet.
Right.
He told me that he stayed on 1xBet. Right. 230,000 pounds, 21-1 odds for Cameroon to win this tournament.
That is crazy. But that's, Oshulo. We also heard Davido put a bet on the opening ceremony between Morocco and Comoros, saying that both teams will score, and as we saw, both teams didn't score. So
he's lost.
So Davido has lost a couple of dollars, but that's fine. He made that back performing at the fan concert before the opening ceremony, also performing at the opening ceremony with French Montana. I think we can go through a few of the stats of the
but before that, Yvonne, I think you are the opening ceremony. What was that performance like? I mean,
listen, I think we can all agree that good music comes from West Africa, especially Nigeria, and it was important for me to see somebody or something that represented West Africa in that opening ceremony. We saw artists from Morocco on the stage, but West Africa is also very important, especially in music and in football on the continent. So Davido being on that stage represented us, all of us, and that opening ceremony was really good. I enjoyed it, the fireworks, the display and everything, well rehearsed, well coordinated, no hitches. It just went smoothly, and everybody was participating, cheering and dancing and all of that in the rain. But we're all happy and we are all so alive to be in Morocco.
I'm sure it was looking like a concert vibe over there in the stadium. And yes, I know Yvonne had a good time. Now let's talk about African Cup of Nations, the other games that went on. We already spoke about Mali and Zambia, which was a 1-1 draw. Now we haven't spoken South Africa and Angola. I mean, South Africa, people are saying that they could be the dark horses of this tournament. 2-1 against Angola.
Yeah, but that game has recorded the lowest attendance in this AFCON. We saw that they let me get the start. Maybe you can continue or get the start.
So South Africa beating Angola 1-0. We saw a beautiful goal from Lau Foster. He didn't have a good game, but then that goal was exquisite. Just fantastic goal. Now Egypt also played against Zimbabwe. What a game that was. Zimbabwe opening.
Yes, we thought Zimbabwe was going to win.
Opening.
And then Mohamed Salah gave Egypt the 3 points.
So Mamouche got an equalizer, and then Salah gave us a winner in stoppage time. And who he is, Salah. We all know who he's brought into this team. That's been fantastic.
So
now, other games.
On Tuesday, there was DRC versus Benin that we spoke about. So DRC got a 3 points. Senegal give us the highest scoring game, the first highest scoring game in the AFCON, 3-0 versus Botswana.
Nicholas Jackson gets into goals. He could have scored more than 2. He could have got 4 goals, but he missed a lot of chances. But Nicholas Jackson
brilliant.
He's down on this tournament. It looks like he's heading at the top goal scorer. I know someone that predicted that he'd be the top goal scorer. Let's see how happens.
And that game in first, where Nigeria stunned Tanzania. Tanzania got the equalizer, and before we blink, it was Nigeria.
Ademola
Lookman.
Africa's best.
Yeah, and Osimhen's goal was disallowed, so Nigeria could have gotten more. Then Tunisia versus Uganda, 3-1.
People are really on looking Tunisia, but this result is a very, very, very massive result for Tunisia, beating Uganda 3-1.
Yeah.
I mean, it's North African soil. Tunisia could give us a shout in this tournament.
Yeah. And then yesterday we saw Burkina Faso start us off with the win against Equatorial Guinea, where we saw our very first red card in the African Cup of Nations. The second game saw another red card.
Sudan,
Algeria versus Sudan, 3-0. We saw 2 Zidans.
And Sudan being coached by our countryman, Coach Kwesi Appiah.
Yeah, we got 2 Zidans in the Algeria. Zinedine Zidane and his son, who
was the goalkeeper for Algeria.
And he kept a clean sheet. That's beautiful. Very beautiful. And then our neighbors, Ivory Coast, Mozambique, and finally
1-0 and was scored by Amad Diallo in that game against Mozambique.
And he was player of the match. We also saw Cameroon defeat Gabon late yesterday to close the round 1 of the games of the ongoing African Cup of Nations. I said I'll go through some of the stats that we have for the African Cup of Nations just after the match day 1. We've played 12 games, 29 goals. So averagely a game gives us 2 goals. We've only seen 1 draw, 2 penalties awarded, and those penalties were not converted. The first game was missed, and then the second game also. And then 2 red cards yesterday.
But generally, I think the big sides have shown themselves. There hasn't been any shock of a result where an underdog has beaten the bigger side. Most of the bigger sides are showing that this is our tournament and we are going to take it off and let you guys know that nobody is taking out. But it makes it exciting for the second round. Now teams who know their grounds, people know the terrain, people are a bit settled in. So it will be exciting to see what's coming up next. And I'm really, really excited to see what the next round, the third round, and then even the knockout stages, that's even where it's going to be more dramatic in the AFCON. So
there are no games on Christmas Day. Christmas Day is really free, and this is where we wish you a Merry Christmas guys, and a Happy New Year. But for round 2, we're gonna start off with Angola versus Zimbabwe. There's also Egypt versus South Africa, Zambia versus Comoros, and then Morocco will go again in Rabat versus Mali. That will start us off for round 2 of the match day 2 of the ongoing African Cup of Nations. FSIN will bring you the analysis, the details, and all of that about the individual games that have already been played at the African Cup of Nations. If you haven't watched our very fun game videos, please do so. Go down. We have very exciting shoot that has happened at AFCON. We spoke to Moroccan fans, Senegalese, Ghanaians, everybody sharing their views on what is to happen and what they expect to happen in the ongoing African Cup of Nations. I think I have 2 more announcements. Again, in the next few hours, 2 p.m. Ghana time, we'll announce the 10 lucky people will be walking away with those 10 mobile routers. Guys, believe me, I am so jealous of you. I wish my producers and my bosses would give us one of those free routers, but all of that goes to you. We also have new players on the official OneX platform getting up to 300% bonus when they make their very first deposit using our promo code ABOUTGH, capital letters. Any final words?
Well, it's all good for us here. We are excited. The party has just started and we are here in Casablanca. I'm here buzzing to go to the stadium, go into the streets, enjoy the whole fever. We are here and I'm excited for you guys to come on, join us, join our channels on Instagram, on YouTube, X, everywhere you want to find it's about GH, and we're here to give you exciting news and AFCON football news. It's here in Casablanca. I'm so Yvonne. Shukran.
See you. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.